All right, welcome back everybody. So as you saw in the opening clip, that was a pretty cool little explosion there. What you're looking at is the Royal Arms Reloadable Flashbang. And what it is, it's intended for, military law enforcement use, and it is a reusable flashbang. All right, the way it works is you've got the body of the flashbang, screws off from the bottom, and they have a special proprietary shell that provides a lot of noise and a lot of flash. Okay, and of course that's loaded in, and that's how you reuse it, is by reloading the shot shell into the body of it. It also comes with a 209 primer system where you set a 209 in this little cap, and then what that does is it's just a little, very quiet pop, about like a 22 LR going off, and what that's used for is training purposes. The way it works is deceptively simple. You pull the ring, the spool pops off just like any other grenade would, and you've actually got a spring-loaded firing pin that is set up in this little case here. I'll take it apart and show you how it works. You've got an upper area that's threaded in place with a fixed firing pin that kind of wobbles and rotates a little bit, and it's spring-loaded. All right, and all this can be disassembled for cleaning and maintenance. So these are the components that make up the flashbang. I'm going to put it back together and show you how it works, and we're going to demonstrate it for you a little bit. This was just meant to be kind of a cool, quick, fun little video for you guys that are interested in this kind of stuff. This tool is the extractor. When you set off the cartridge inside of the flashbang body, the extractor goes in and that knocks out the shell. Okay, I'll demonstrate all of this in a moment. But just to show you how easy this little guy is to put back together, all right, after the flashbang is discharged, you just screw the base off, take your extractor, spent shell pops out, give it a few taps to make sure there's no residual residue in there, and that's it. It's ready to reload. Of course, before you reload it, always put the spool back on because you want to treat it like a dangerous object. They're advertised as being, non-lethal and everything like that. They are, but anytime you're dealing with a grenade, anything that can discharge any kind of concussion, you want to treat it just like it's a real grenade or a real firearm. You don't want to play around with blanks because they can hurt you. So we're going to demonstrate it one more time, actually several more times. And we're going to turn the table over here and throw it and show you guys what this thing can do. It's pretty cool. The whole point of having a flashbang is that it's to be used as a diversionary device. Like that. The way that this device operates is if it hits on either end, that spring-loaded firing pin, it has enough force and inertia to set off the 209 primer on the shotgun shell. And this device is really just that simple. That's all there is to it. Let's go ahead and reload it while we're talking here. But we'll throw a couple more of them for you. Retail on these little guys I think is around $329 or so they're not too bad. Alright, one more at the board there. Alright, you can see that they do exhibit some splash damage. You definitely want to use caution if you're going to use them around people. Of course, from a military law enforcement standpoint, if you're clearing a room or entry operations or things like that, you definitely want to make sure that they're not being thrown towards anyone you could potentially harm. They do have some splash damage potential. You just got to be really careful where you throw them.